Will there be a reconciliation? The deck that I'm using is called the Star Tarot. I absolutely love this deck and the illustrations and the colors. There's a link in my bio to all of my favorite decks that I use on this platform. But let's have a look. Is there going to be a reconciliation? We have some really beautiful cards here. 3 major arcana. Well, if that just doesn't sum it up. We have the Lovers card. We have the Judgment card, and we have the Temperance card. This is such an exquisite Lovers card. Look at that gorgeous connection that they have. There is so much symbolism within this picture. Let us spend a moment with it. First, do you notice all of the butterflies? It is showing that there has been major transformation for both of you. The calla lilies here, they speak of peace and purity. Do you see how the roots of the trees are actually entwined and creating a heart shape? There's no doubt about it that there is a bond between you both. And the light and the energy that you create together is extremely rare and unique. In the forefront of this card, we have this beautiful cup, which I've always seen as the holy grail of love. The type of love that everybody wishes to experience. Do you see how their bodies look almost ethereal? It shows me that you could be very connected in the higher realms, as too does this Merkaba. When you touch or when you gaze into each other's eyes, it could be as if Kundalini energy is running up and down you, awakening all of your chakras. Did you know that twin souls actually share one chakra system between the both of them? We see the dove at the top here, which is very symbolic of peace, and that complete sense of peace that you find in one another. The Temperance card, another exquisitely beautiful card. Do we see how the angel is pouring from one cup into the other? Let me zoom in to show you. Look at the colors. This is that gorgeous energy that you create together. We have the 2 cups. One is made of silver and one is made of gold. The silver one to represent the moon, and the gold to represent the sun, the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And can you see that there are 2 paths that are running parallel? And in the far distance we see the mountains being very symbolic of obstacles that have been overcome. The angel's feet, one is dipped in the water and one is on land. This is showing that you are in the physical realm and you are also connected in the ethereal realm. You may have very vivid dreams about this person, or may even astral travel or remote view, but there certainly is a connection that can be felt empathically and telepathically. You can pick up on each other's thoughts and each other's emotions. Then we have the Judgment card, which to me has always been a card of ascension. And for those that I feel I'm reading for, you may be very much on a spiritual journey. In fact, you may associate with being a twin flame or a twin soul and being on this journey together. We can see that this being has been lifted high above the mountains, again having overcome all obstacles. There is a strength within you that keeps you on your path. And what's quite interesting is the path is made of a rainbow, and this is duplicated over here. Rainbows are symbolic of hope, so it's this hope that is driving you forward. Again, we see the details of the feathers, which are very symbolic of wisdom and of dreams. We see the spirit guides of the eagle and the bear. And let's look a little deeper into this bear. Do we see we have the Ursa Major constellation, which is the biggest constellation in the Northern Hemisphere. You may have an affinity to the night skies and to the constellations. And within this constellation is shown true north. Therefore you may feel this magnetic pull one to another, as each feel like home to the other. Let's pull some more cards. Spirit, is there going to be reconciliation? What can you tell us about this, please? What can you tell us about this, please? Four of Wands. I love that. We have the Nine of Wands and we have the Prince of Wands. All fire energy. So this message couldn't be more obvious. The Four of Wands is also known as the 1111 card, a card of divine counterparts. Again, in the distance we have the mountains, which is talking about obstacles that have been overcome. And we see it the path through the foothills, bringing you to this great abundance and stability. Then we have the Nine of Wands card. In a traditional deck, the Nine of Wands is known as the wounded warrior. This is someone who has been knocked down multiple times, but you cannot keep them down. They keep getting up. Again, I'm noticing the polarities on the wolves here, the white and the dark, representing the divine feminine and the divine masculine. We see this duplicated again with the sun and the moon. This card is one of perfect balance. This third eye is opened so much, as is the heart chakra. The experiences that both you and your counterpart have experienced have created the most beautiful and wise version of both of yourselves. People may see you as wisdom keepers, the wise ones, the ones who will teach others. There are veils that are being removed. For many, it has been the divine feminine that has awakened first. The unicorn, symbolic of something so rare and precious. If we look carefully at this card, we can see once again that there are two realms that are being dipped into at any one given time, the earthly realm and the higher realms. As I'm looking at this card, I am thinking of the 8-8 portal that will happen in August. It is also known as Lion's Gate. So for some of you, that might be in reference to timing as to when this reconciliation may happen. If you are wanting to know if this reconciliation applies to you, then you can feel free to book a private reading, and there is a link in the bio. I have also created an exclusive Eternal Flame Twin Soul ritual to help with the intention of union. Again, there is a link in my bio.